In a few moments. Those prices coming up, as is the second from Del Mar. But right now, joining us on the phone, anyone who is involved in this game, the top of their to-do list is to get out to Saratoga. And Michael Dudley is the host of a getaway for PaceAdvantage.com, who brought some members together to get out and make that trip happen. Michael, how you doing this afternoon?
Hi, Greg. How are you? Can you hear me all right?
Yes, very good. I'm with Kate and Bradar as well, and thank you for joining us to talk to us. First of all, tell us a little bit about PaceAdvantage.com.
Well, I think everyone would agree at-home horse players are increasing because of the Internet, and the message board has about 1,000 members of pretty serious at-home horse players, a great bunch of guys. There's different forums on handicapping, general handicapping. There's a selections forum, of course, and there's handicapping software categories. And it's a pretty active board, and just a great bunch of guys that have been out there over a number of years that we've got somewhat friendly with.
Well, Mike, when you have over 1,000 people logging in and discussing issues about horse racing, I'm sure it can become very lively as far as the online conversation goes. But what led you to make the step of having an actual outing to Saratoga?
Well, I've been going as a group for years. That group, for a number of reasons, has gone out of the business, and I brought it up simply as an idea on the board back in the early spring, because I know that you need to book Saratoga well in advance. And the idea just took off. I had seen it on television. Another message board had done something similar. And I just put the idea on the board, and a lot of guys just generated a lot of interest, and I ended up getting additional cottages, and now we have 3 cottages and other people with their own accommodations. And I think all in all, we've got somewhere between 50 and 60 people coming from all over the country that have gotten somewhat friendly from this message board. So it's been a real hit. It's first of its kind, and we're hoping it's going to be a good time.
Well, Michael, we're at Del Mar right now. We have race 2 coming up. This was the first getaway out at Saratoga. Is Del Mar maybe next year in the plans?
Well, there is some great horse players from California that wish dearly they could be coming to Saratoga, but they just couldn't come this year. And one of them has said that maybe next year they'll have us all out to Del Mar, and all the East Coast guys can go out west. And it's the first year. It's set up pretty good. We've got 4 private tables for the Travers. We've got a catered lunch for ourselves, and we've got some T-shirts made up, and we have plans to meet people there. And there's a lot of capital city residents that are members of the board that are doing certain things for us while we're there. So it's really come together as a pretty good trip. It started out as a basic idea, and now it's a real extravaganza, you know.
All right, well, Michael, thanks for joining us. One last quick question. I saw on your website your question of the week. We saw a Zeri run at Del Mar. The question of the week on your website was, if I owned a Zeri, I would. And how did you respond to that?
Well, I would not run her against the boys, but I would continue to run her. This is you have a race going right now. I like a horse in this race. If you want to get a quick tip from me.
Sure.
Yeah, please.
For the price, I'm going to go outside to the 7. There's a couple of angles that I like on the horse. I don't know how much time you have to hear my angles, but I think the state breds are equal to this. He's cutting back off a mile. He's taking blinks off. I think for the price, there's some value there. He's stepping down. It's a hidden class drop here. He's been running against state bred maiden special weights. We got Enriquez up. I think he can ride the horse. I think he's got an advantageous post. With the blinks off, I'm looking for big improvement out of this maiden. Something back. She ran a 58, 2 back. I don't think it's crazy. We can get a 65 out of her today, a 65 out of him, rather. Puts him on the ticket first, a second in the price. So I like this 7 ragtime fun.
All right, that one 15-1 on the morning line. Michael, we have the race coming up. Thank you for joining us, and we hope you enjoy your weekend.
It was all part of the fun, Greg. Thanks for it.
Have a great time. This whole weekend, too. Wonderful weekend to go out. Travers weekend.
We picked the best
I guess so.
Absolutely. All right, take care. That again.
PaceAdvantage.com
if you would like to visit that website on the internet and be part of a chat room and talk everything about thoroughbreds. He likes a long shot in this race, who again was 15-1 morning line on the outside.
Right? I mean, the website is interesting because you do get dialogues about the management of horses, about the question of the week, as you mentioned with the Zeri, but then you also get opportunities to kind of discuss handicapping angles and particular races coming up. So there's a little bit of something for everyone. And like I said, I bet it gets very lively.
And making that trip come together, that is great, because that's what this game is all about, having a good time, getting out to the track with your friends, and that's amazing they made that happen.
Well, Ragtime Fun is up to 25-1 with our key equipment change and blinkers off. And I definitely think he's right in thinking that anybody could win this race, that you could take a stab, makes a case for a long shot. You've got to love that.